Hey athletes, we're talking about fiber today. We're talking about whole grains, vegetables, fruits, things like that, but fiber. And at the end here, I'll be talking about some of the fibers that you might see in a protein bar. Okay, what's the difference, Josh? Why are we doing this flour-free February crap? I mean, flour's okay, right? I mean, I don't want the flour companies coming after me and trying to hang my ass, but no, flour isn't that great for you, okay? Why? So, did you know that vegetables, the carbohydrate in vegetables is actually sugar, okay? So, your vegetable, let's say broccoli, okay? In a serving of broccoli, there's about 2 grams of fiber and about 2 grams of sugar in it. Now, that broccoli is, let's say, a sack, okay? Let's just say it's just a sack of food. Now, in that sack is the sugar, okay? And around that sack is all of the fiber. Now, in order for your body to get the sugar that it wants for energy, it has to deal with all of that fiber. First of all, dealing with fiber, the fermentation process, it slows down digestion and absorption, and there's a lot of good things that happen. In order to deal with that fiber, it takes hours, okay? Then once it finally deals with that fiber, cool, it can get after the sugar. Now, in dealing with the fiber, especially with vegetables, there's a lot of nutrients that come with it, vitamins, minerals, things like that. Okay, Josh, so where does the fiber go? What's the fiber for? No, you don't just poop out fiber. You poop out the stuff your body doesn't use. So, let's talk digestion for a second. Imagine from your mouth to your butt, it's just one long tube, okay? You know, you eat something, it goes down your esophagus, it has to get processed by your stomach, your liver, your kidneys, your blah, 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 pancreas, spleen, gallbladder, all that stuff. Once it's liquefied and ready to be absorbed by your body, it goes into your small intestines. In your small intestines, if there's any sugar available, that's going to immediately be sucked up through your small intestines and delivered right into your bloodstream. Wonderful. Now, again, with fiber in your vegetable, your body can't actually, your stomach doesn't digest the fiber, okay? It has to be fermented, it has to be broken down, it has to decay. That happens in your large intestine. Now, in your large intestine, there are billions, if not trillions, of digestive bacteria, okay? That bacteria, it's your gut biome, okay? We've talked about this before. Your gut biome, all that bacteria, your body doesn't actually have any control over that bacteria, okay? There's good bacteria, there's bad bacteria. Depending upon the foods you eat, you'll have more good, more bad, whatever. But it's not like your body actually can say, okay, this bacteria can just go away. That's just not the case. You starve the bad bacteria or the good bacteria and vice versa. So, that fiber feeds all of your good bacteria, okay? That good bacteria is what ferments it and digests it and utilizes it for their energy, causes you to fart. But that bacteria is the only way you actually can get at that sugar. It's a very slow process, it takes a long time, and then whatever is left over, that's what comes out the other end. So, it takes a long time with vegetables. Now, fruit. Let's say an apple. We've got 25 grams of sugar and a few grams of fiber. I mean, upwards of 5, let's say. So in the case of the broccoli, it was 2 grams of sugar and 2 grams of fiber. So your little bacteria got a lot of food. Now, some of that sugar in that apple can actually be available right as it's going into your small intestines. Normally with, let's say, vegetables, it's not really, okay? It has to be fermented. Well, only some of the sugar in that fruit is like the sugar in your broccoli or whatever vegetable, where there's fiber bound to it, and that fiber has to be digested first before you get access to that sugar. So a lot of that apple goes right into your system, okay? So a lot of that apple is just like having a candy bar, okay? It really is. It's just like pounding just a bunch of sugar, okay? Because it's not bound by all of the fiber, or at least as comprehensively as that vegetable was, that broccoli, okay? But again, fruit, there's lots of antioxidants. There's a lot of good things that come with it, minerals, vitamins that come with it that don't necessarily come with your vegetables. So no, you can't just skip on fruit forever, okay? You need some fruit in your life once in a while. Getting the sugar, that's our body's natural way of getting sugar. It feeds our brain. That sugar can actually be utilized for good things. So not all sugar is bad. But no, the sugar in your fruit isn't really that much better than the sugar that you would eat in a candy bar or drink in a soda. It's just there's less of it typically, okay? And some of that fiber feeds your good bacteria. Okay, Josh, what does fruit and vegetables have anything to deal with grain? Whole grain. Typically, whole grain is going to have 3 parts to it. There's this outer shell. Now, that outer shell, again, is just like the vegetable. That's going to have the fiber. Your body has to get after that whole grain in order, that whole fiber in order to get at what it's really looking for. The sugar, and then there's other vitamins and minerals that come with it. So again, 3 parts. So there's the outer layer that your body has to digest first in your large intestine. Then we go into, it's called your endosperm. It's, again, the sugar, the carbohydrate portion, and that's where the protein's going to be. But, and here's the big but, not only does your whole grain have that outer fibrous shell which feeds you good bacteria, but it also has the germ, okay? That germ is where a lot of the really hard to get at vitamins and minerals are going to be, okay? Your vitamin E's, some of your vitamin B's, I mean, some healthy fats can even be found in it, okay? So again, this germ is very, very important for your body's just natural gut biome, your digestion, and again, fats are absorbed in your large intestine. So, what happens when you strip that grain of its outer shell and you bleach it? Okay, by highly processing it, you're getting rid of that fiber, okay? So you've eliminated the fact that that carbohydrate has to get all the way into your large intestines hours after you eat it before your body can actually get after the sugar in it. So you've stripped that layer. Now, in stripping that layer, instead of it being absorbed in your large intestine, it can be absorbed in your small intestine because, again, that your gut biome doesn't have to digest that shell. Okay, when you bleach it or whatever, the reason they're bleaching it is to kill off all that crap, turn it white, because white looks better, right? So when they bleach it, they're killing off that germ, all of the good nutrients. So what do? They re-enrich it, okay? Sometimes when they don't even bleach it, they still have to re-enrich it because in the processing, they kill this germ. That's where, again, all of your good nutrients are going to be. So a lot of companies re-enrich their product with synthetic vitamins, synthetic minerals, okay? Not natural. Most often, they're created in a lab because it's cheaper. Rather than isolating minerals from other natural products, they're just going to make it. They're going to create it. They're going to isolate it from a really easy to get at product or change it or whatever they got to do, splice it, whatever. That's what flour is, okay? No shell, no germ, sugar, okay? Basically, it's sugar, okay? So, by trying to go a month without this sugar, this flour, that's what we're trying to do. That's what we're trying to accomplish. Also, what benefits are we getting? Again, we're getting more fiber so that our gut biome can level out, assuming you're not eating a bunch of sugar. I was kidding when I said 10 gallons of ice cream a day. Please don't be doing that. But we're getting actual nutrients from the grains, from your brown rice, your pasta, your brown rice pasta, your yams, your sweet potatoes, your quinoas, your oats. You're actually getting all of the good things from it. Okay. So that's why, we're going flour-free. Okay, Josh. You said you were going to talk about a little bit of the fiber that you find in protein bars. So not all fiber is the same. Again, remember, in vegetables, there's fiber that it's a 1-to-1 kind of ratio where your body has to digest a lot of fiber in order to get a little bit of energy, a little bit of sugar. In fruit, there's a different fiber allowing you to get more sugar into your system better. Same goes for protein bars. Now, you've probably heard fiber isn't absorbed by your body. Again, I said fiber is digested by the bacteria in your large intestine. But there are some companies that use a cheap fiber, and it's called IMO, and I'll be talking about this more in the protein bar video. IMO. It's a soluble fiber, so it's something that your body has to ferment, sure, but it isn't totally, it isn't only absorbed or digested by your large intestine's bacteria. It's actually partially absorbed by your body. So it does come with it calories. Is it sugar? No, but it is absorbed. So when a protein bar company has IMO, it's a very long name and we'll be talking about it later, IMO fiber, they're not being totally honest with you with how many calories their bar has, how many carbohydrates they have, because they're always trying to convince you that net carbs is what you're looking for, right? If it has 20 grams of carbs and 15 of them is fiber, even though it's IMO fiber, they're claiming it, and the FDA allows them to claim it, that you're only getting 8 grams of net carbs. 8 grams of net carbs, you think of it as, oh, I'm only getting 32 calories from my carbs. Great, I did great. But that's not the case, especially if you're a low-carb athlete. You don't want to be lied to, okay? So the IMO fiber, again, we'll talk about this more in the protein bar video. You're getting calories from it, okay? They're not totally being honest with you. So again, 12 grams of this IMO fiber isn't all absorbed by your large intestine. Again, you're probably getting half of the calories you would if it was just regular carbohydrates. So again, be wary of the bars that you guys are buying. Be wary of the products you buy that are claiming that they're low in carbohydrate. They might be lying to you, okay? And again, we'll be talking more about this later. So eat your whole grains, right? Now I'm being dad on you. Eat your whole grains. Try to stay away from sugar, right? Because sugar has no fiber to it. Limit the amount of fruit you're eating. Don't eliminate your fruit, but limit it, because again, there's a lot of sugar that comes with it. Yes, you need some sugar, but you don't need a ton. Make sure you're getting a lot of good quality whole grains. And again, be wary when somebody states or somebody sells you a bar or any product that says net carbs, especially when we're talking about IMO fiber. I'll see you next time.